I want to suck your blood.
Get down from there.
Irony is, I once owned the patent to that weapon. I never should have sold it to Edison. Cheapskate that he was.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting review of Midwest Tokusatsu's Toku Toy Time. I am Brock, and this week we are taking a look at the Final Form Ride Figure 05 Kiva. This is from Decade's transforming line of past Heisei riders, and I really dig this line of figures so much. First one I got was Kiva because, well, I got it for a pretty dang good price. Unfortunately, the most expensive one in this set's going to be Kabuto. So expensive. So expensive. I do have more coming on the way. I actually kind of wanted to save these till I had all of the figures, but I just couldn't wait anymore. I have to review this because this is such a fun little figure. So much fun. So, to begin with, here is the packaging, and as you can see, you have a nice window where you would see Kiva sitting in there, along with the top half of the card sitting right here. You can see the other half is here. You do have Kiva in the bow form. This is a stamp that is not part of the product, so ignore that. But there's some katakana, or is that katakana? I know there's the two writings. It's Japanese. Yes, but it's made in China. Japanese made in China. Japanese made in China. I am sorry. You do also have Decade's logo up here. On the side, you do see both forms of the figure, both in human form and in bow form. Final Form Ride Series Kiva Arrow. You do have the actual symbol for Kiva sitting right there. Come to this side. Again, some nice photos. On the back, you can see all of the different things it does, how it interacts with the base Decade figure, that the card works with the Deca driver, some stuff for Gamba ride machines, the fact that it does open up for his rider kick. You've got all of the figures lined up here. On the bottom, you've got some stuff. On the top, some more stuff. And that's the box. It's a little beat up, but it's not terrible. Not the worst box I've ever received. I'll show that one in another review. So, off to the side with the product packaging, and then let us take a look at Kamen Rider Kiva. Now, this thing, this glorious thing. I love this. Now, why do I love this line so much? The great thing about this line is, as riders, you get riders that are all the same size. It's something that collectors complain a lot about, because when you go from line to line, series to series, they change sizes of things. That's why everyone really loves the Power Ranger line from Super Mega Force. Even though the show was crap, in my opinion, you did at least get some really cool red figures that were all 5 inches. They were all the same size, which was important because then you could make Forever Red displays and everything would look uniform. Same goes with these guys. Everything looks uniform between them. It's the same thing I say about the 66 figures with Kamen Rider. But let us get in close first here with details. You have Kiva's head sculpt, which really, there's a lot going on there. The wonderful yellow for the eyes. You got all the detailing up top. You got a little bit of green. Focus in on that for you. Very nice. In the mouth, you've got the nice silver inlay. Come around to the back of the head. They carry around all of the paint even onto this portion, which I just, it's so nice. So nice. Chest, wonderful. Shoulders, you've got all that nice chain going around it. Just the paint on here is so good. You've got details going in through the arms. Kiva, you can see he's picked out with a lot of paint for such a small section of the figure. There's a lot going on there. No fusils sitting here, but still a lot of really good stuff. Come down to the legs. Most important leg. Does carry all the way to the back. Really dig this. Now you can see some bits hanging off when you turn it around to the back for what will be Kiva's arrow. But as just a Kamen Rider, it works really, really well. In fact, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, the camera, to show you that you can have him actually pose, and this is usually how I have him displayed. And I open up the hands just a little like that. Tip the head up. You can bring the leg forward, open it, and there you are. I love that you can get him into his rider kick form. This pose is just great. Now, as far as poseability, let's just close this up quick and cover that in its entirety now. You get a lot going on with this. Head is on a ball joint, so it can tilt side to side. You need a lot of expressive movements. It's got some up and down. Can rotate all the way around. The arms, they do rotate 360 degrees. They go in and out, yay far. You do have a upper bicep swivel. You do have 90 degrees worth of elbow bend. The hands do fully rotate and open. They've got the weird double joint, 2 fingers of weirdness. That's just how they do it. On the legs, you get some in and out motion. You do get forwards and backwards motion. You have a upper thigh swivel, and you have a knee that is slightly different for each leg. Got pieces falling off. Slightly different for each leg, how far they can bend. But still, pretty good range of motion. And then on the ankles, you do have a ball joint that allows for full rotation and some good tiltage. A little bit of up, a little bit of down. So, very good poseability. Now, obviously, being a Final Form Ride figure, it comes with the Final Form Ride card for the rider. So, we'll set him off to the side and take a look at that. And here it is. I've left it in here because, well, I'm anal like that, and I just leave it with the box because I already have a few of these cards. Only difference, and we'll show it off, here's the Super Best version. Only difference between the two is that this one is holographic and this one is not. This one is cardstock, this one is plastic. So there are some ups, there are some downs, but either way, it's exactly the same card. Barcode's exactly the same for both of them. So, to demonstrate, we'll put the holographic one off to the side, bring in the Super Best Decade driver. Deca driver. And there's the sound you're going to get. So, let us turn him into his final form. So, this might tickle. Cheek. I thought that was fun. Okay, so, to begin, first things you're going to do is bring these arms all the way out to the side like that. And then you're going to come down here and you're going to do what all men hate and do the splits. Just split him right at that joint. In fact, we're going to move the arms up like this until we need them. So, now that you've done that, you want to take the legs and you want to rotate them so they are facing like that. Come here and remove the front of the leg. Now, we will take the head, rotate that around to hide it. Bring the arms back down now, and you want to rotate them so they are sitting flush with the leg. So use that bicep swivel and get them flushed out with the thighs, just like that. Now, get these wings nice and tight. You want to take the legs here, rotate the feet around, and you're just basically trying to hide them behind the wing. The arms are gonna move a little. Just keep the elbow as flush as you can to the leg to hide them. So now on the other side, you get a nice looking bow form. Take the back, split it open, flip out the little black piece. As you can see, there's Kiva now. And then take the front of his leg. There's a little tab right here, and you just want to slot it in. Just like that. Straighten everything out. And there you go. Raise the camera up just a wee bit. And there you go. One Kiva arrow. And I gotta say, this is a really impressive feat. Just being able to take the rider and transform him into the actual final form ride is just so awesome. And I love that even on the cards, when you look at them, you can clearly see, well, that's his, leg right there bending back behind. And like in the show, they made it so that the riders look like they're still there or that they physically transformed. There's still pieces that you can see of him. But they're hidden well enough where it's like you have this whole new thing. I mean, if you flip it to this side, well, clearly you have Kiva doing a weird yoga position and breaking many bones in his body doing so. But on this side, it looks glorious. Now, of course, it can be held by any of the other figures. And then at the front here, you can just take the actual leg, open it up, and now you have the, when he's doing the actual final attack ride shot. So, really, really, really like this figure. Really think that it's a fun, like, if you love Decade as much as I do, and you're thinking, should I go out and get these? I say yes. I say absolutely spend the money and try and get these because they're a great representation of what the show was. It shows exactly, you've got all the different Kamen Riders that you can then line up. You've got the fact that they can all go into their final forms, which was a large portion of what the show was about, is showing off these really cool, unique things that are happening with the riders. And then you got them being able to interact with Decade and DN within this line. I think it's just a great homage to what the show is. So, absolutely, if you love Decade, go out, buy this figure. If you don't love Decade, and let's say you're just a Kiva fan, sure, go out and buy this. I think it's still a good representation of what Kiva is and well worth the money. You can probably find him for around 40 bucks, maybe a little bit more. This is definitely one of the more expensive ones just because he's, well, a favorite. That form of the Kiva arrow is just amazing. So, I think that about wraps it up for this review. If you like what you saw and you want more, please click that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, and favorite the video. And if you want to see a specific review, comment below. I'll have links where you can purchase this item as well as where you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, all in the description. Once again, this has been Brock of Midwest Tokusatsu's Toku Toy Time, and we are out. Wake up! Whoa!
Next time on Toku Toy Time.
Very well. If this is to be a wake, then let's do it properly. Join me in a toast to happier times. To those halcyon days of bloodlust now gone. Plus, you gotta admit, vampires are just plain cool.
Amen.
Here's to the glorious vampire race, once mighty, now extinct.